Are you thinking of moving to Shoreline, Washington? Well, on this video, we are doing a walking vlog tour of Shoreline. What's up, everybody? I'm Tova Williamson.
Leah Zamir.
And on this channel, we shoot tons of videos of what it's like to live in the Seattle metro area. So if you're thinking of moving to Seattle or anywhere else in the area, give us a call, email, text. We got your back when you're moving to Seattle. Okay, so today we are in Shoreline, Washington. We're at Shoreline Community College right now.
It's a big one.
Yeah.
Can get a lot of studies done here.
So Shoreline is a neighborhood. It's like straight up classic suburb that is just north of Seattle, right on the border of Seattle. So there's not really a downtown area to walk through. That's why we're on the college. Because it's like strip malls and like neighborhoods. It's very car-centric, not super walkable. But as we mentioned before too, there is light rail stations that are gonna be in Shoreline, go along I-5. So that will be a much easier way to get into Seattle and connect it. And I think with those light rail stations opening, they're supposed to open in 2024, that's going to really, I think, just get a lot more little cute shops and make it a little more neighborhoody walkable when those open.
You got to put some footbridges near the freeway and stuff. And it's a really old neighborhood, so it's like where people used to live. We talked about that in the car too. But this community college is really great, spacious.
Shoreline's got, they got a mix of condos, tons of new townhouses being built in Shoreline, and then a lot of single family homes. Your money goes further in Shoreline versus Seattle.
I think also versus Edmonds. I think it's just like a little bit cheaper pocket between the two. There are still some very nice areas of Shoreline though. The closer you get to the water, because it's on the west end of I-5, it goes between I-5 and the water, so the closer you get to the water, all up north and south, you're gonna find like $1 million homes with great views, things like that.
Yeah, like Richmond Beach and Innis Arden. Innis Arden, I think that's
I think
those
so.
Those are the two like super nice neighborhoods in Seattle. We're gonna go to Richmond Beach Park to see it and kind of cruise around there, so you'll be able to see the difference in houses. But Shoreline's got a lot of, we talked about like ramblers, good little starter homes, like 2-bed, 1-bath you can find for $700,000 starting, and then they go up from there. Condos, I mean, you can find like some really cheap condos, maybe not the nicest areas or complexes, but in like the 300,000 and 400,000.
There's also like Bitter Lake though, and Echo Lake. There's these two little lakes in Shoreline that.
Well, I think those aren't those technically Seattle?
Oh, I think Echo Lake is. I don't think Bitter Lake. I think one of them is and one of them isn't. But yeah, I guess that's a good question. But there's condo buildings on them, and they're like very, very serene. I have a couple clients that live in them and really like it.
Yeah, and you do, like in Shoreline, you definitely get much larger lots than what you would get in Seattle. It's just, it's more, everything's a little more spread out, so you get a little bit more space. So if you're wanting that and you're not quite wanting the super urban city lifestyle, Shoreline can be a good in between, but then you're still really close. And then, like I said, once that light rail comes in, I mean, to get, I feel like even just from Shoreline to Northgate, like North Seattle, that's going to be like a 20 minute ferry ride.
Oh yeah.
Light rail ride.
Like I even during high gym times, like my partner and I will go to the Shoreline gym, and we live in North Seattle, so because we don't want to deal with the tiny little gyms that Seattle has. And a little more space post-COVID.
Right? And you have like parking lots where you can park.
Yes.
So, but Shoreline does, I mean, it is very suburban and spread out, but it has everything you need. You've got like Trader Joe's, we drive by, Sprouts,
Costco, the good Costco's here. Let's go this way.
Yeah, we'll just go this way. Kind of ends over there as a parking lot. But this campus is really nice and quiet, and trees and all of that. But yeah, Shoreline for the day-to-day is going to have everything you need: grocery store, shopping, and then if you want any sort of nightlife or any excitement, I feel like you're going to want to go to Seattle.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of like vibey restaurants in Shoreline, but you are so close to North Seattle that it's, and Linwood and Edmonds, so it's pretty central for North Seattleites who want just a little more space to grow their family.
And the schools are very highly rated here. We've talked about that a few times, but that's what's popular too, is the schools.
And you don't have to spend $1 million to have a single family home.
Yeah. Who knew that you could do that? So yeah, this is kind of nice, walking on the campus instead of a noisy street.
Yeah. Do you feel like you should go back to school?
No.
I probably wouldn't mind, but I wouldn't want to work while I do it.
I wouldn't want to, I mean, it'd be cool to like go and learn things, but I wouldn't want to be like graded and like, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that adult ed now. I take my art classes at North Seattle College.
Okay, let's maybe watch
Oh yeah, this is cute.
Yeah, like I don't want to like have to be turning in assignments on time and stuff like that.
Right.
Did that.
That's what we do every day when you make an offer.
I know. Yeah,
assignment is due Tuesday.
Yeah. Is that inspection contingency due? Did you apply for your loan yet? Did you review all that paperwork? The little community board. Maybe we could find some happening stuff going on.
Yeah.
Is it Friday or it's like
it's
school
Friday.
going on? It just seems so
That's
quiet.
what I'm wondering. I'm like, do people not go to school? They just do it online and they just have these buildings?
Maybe.
There's a student, let's quiz him. No, just kidding. Quick, get over here.
But the Seattle metro area does have a lot of schools too. If you're wanting to come here for school, there's quite a few. Community college, you got UW, you got Seattle Pacific University, so no shortage of education opportunities.
Very close to UW if you live in Shoreline.
Yeah. Well, and there's UW Bothell campus too.
It looks like it's dorm. It says campus living.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Cool.
And then these look older. I wonder, this almost looks like it was built in what, the 70s? 60s, 70s?
80s.
So,
Yeah. Trivia time.
So next we're gonna go to Richmond Beach and just cruise around Shoreline to show you some of the homes there. So we are cruising Shoreline. As you can see. So Shoreline's got a lot of much bigger lots than you'll find in Seattle. Your money definitely goes a lot farther in Seattle. There's a bunch of new construction. You can see some of
I'm
these
just
right
gonna
here.
turn right here.
Yeah, we'll cruise down one of these. These are like the typical Shoreline neighborhood. So it's a big mix. You've got some of these newer builds that are coming up, but a lot of the old style that you'll still see here.
And in this area of Shoreline, like you can find things at like 700. You really could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe 800 if it's got some extra little bells and whistles. But there's a lot of starter homes in Shoreline.
Yeah. And then they go up from there. I mean, then a lot of these new construction are 900,000 and up into $1 million. But there are a lot of condos here, a lot of new construction townhouses I've noticed. So those are going to be more expensive, probably starting in like 7/8 for a 3-bedroom. But that's cheaper than Seattle townhouses, and they're bigger. So, and then with the light rail coming too, it's just a really kind of easy way to get into Seattle. If you're in Seattle.
A skeleton and a skeleton dog having tea on their yard.
I love when people keep the skeletons up year round. So this is like pretty typical, just Shoreline Street.
Yeah, there's not. If I had to like put a percentage, I feel like 20% of Shoreline has sidewalks.
Yeah, no, there's not. Like some of the new little complex, neighborhoods that they build, they'll put sidewalks in, but a lot of them don't.
This wasn't the best route. We're gonna have to flip it.
But you can see that's not water, that's just the sky. But
there's a lot
of water over there.
Artery roads too, because Shoreline is just basically following I-5 between Edmonds and Seattle. And then there's a little bit of Shoreline on east of I-5, which bumps up against Mount Lake Terrace. They kind of mix-mash each other. Shoreline has a Sprouts, whoop, whoop, and a Costco.
And a Trader Joe's.
And Trader Joe's that we're passing right now, and my car's not going to make it.
Just rally that curb. Just do it. Oh, it may. Oh, look. Just a little bit.
And there's going to be 2 light rail stations popping off, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Did you say that already?
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2024.
they haven't backed out on that yet, so I'm like, I guess it is. Border.
There's going to be 2 light rail stops in Shoreline, 145th and 185th. So we are coming up on the 145th one. You can see all these orange signs. See it here. Here's the
Oh,
station.
that's cool. I actually haven't seen this.
Does it look like that's going to be open in the next 6 months?
I think so. They work fast. They got, and they have a park and ride there too.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So that's the big excitement at Shoreline.
This is riding into Richmond Beach. There's all these cute little tucked away neighborhoods and houses. It kind of reminiscent of the west side version of Lake Forest Park. Just the kind of big lots, lots of trees on your lot, lots of woodsy feeling. But the cool thing, I mean, Lake Forest Park has Kenmore, which has Juanita and the beach there, but this has a beautiful, beautiful beach. And as we get closer to the water, there's like a lot of big old badass homes. We're getting into Richmond Beach, which is a nice little area of shoreline. Here's the sign. So we are in Richmond Beach in Shoreline. Beautiful day. This park, it's right on the water. We're walking along the trail right here. But just a great beach. You drive up on the top and you come down and there's just beautiful view of the water. There's walking paths. There's a little playground up above where we were. And as we were saying in the car to Richmond Beach, this is the higher priced, like higher end place to be in Shoreline. Home prices here are going to be much higher than more inland and Shoreline. You're starting at $1 million minimum, all that stuff. We'll do a whole panorama once we're down on the beach. Oh, the beach is so cute. Oh, and our talking, we've actually never been here. Just heard of it all the time. How nice it is. But I'm sure, I mean, it's a beautiful day. It's a Friday, so not a ton of people, but I bet you this weekend is going to be packed. It's supposed to be like 68 degrees this weekend. Seattleites are losing their minds over it. Like, I can wear sandals. I know.
I'm sure we'll see some sunbathers out. 60-degree weather.
Off-leash dogs allowed here through March 15th, through today. Today's the last day you can run around, Ghosty.
That's kind of funny. They have like a date on it.
Probably because like when people are around, they don't want, when the beaches become more packed. Or maybe the birds, because a lot of times it has to do with the local bird.
Oh, that makes sense. So we got some bathrooms behind us and then like a little shelter thing that you could, I'm sure you can rent it. So that's Shoreline. If you're thinking of moving to Shoreline or anywhere in the Seattle metro area, give us a call.